Hey, this is Market Moves with Matt, and today I am putting out probably one of the most important videos have ever put out. This video is going to tell you how to save money trading long term, how to keep more money in your pocket and have less of it taken away from the government. So the number one rule with trading is not to lose money. And people think of this as maybe just having a bad trade, avoiding all bad trades qualifies for this rule, but I think having the government take less money from you also qualifies as not losing money. So the less money you can have the government take away, the more money you're going to have in your account. And I have a couple ways to do that, some tricks I've learned, and some things that are going to help you. So this is a slideshow I'm putting together. We're just going to go through two of the ways to keep more profits. So when you're trading, it's always nice to make money, always nice to have profits and not lose money. But at the end of the year, you have to pay taxes on those profits, and it's better just to keep most of it. So right now, I'm just going to give you two hints how to keep more profits. And the first one is to trade futures. So futures are weirdly put in a different tax bracket. And I'm going to show you an example of what I mean in the next slide. But if you don't know what futures are, they're a highly leveraged way to trade the indexes, how to trade oil, some commodities, and they are a great way to make money, a great way to lose money. So you have to be very disciplined, very good to trade futures long term. I got out of futures. I don't recommend them to people who aren't seasoned day traders. If you have a lot of money, you can hold futures for a while and profit from the large swings, but they cost a lot and you can lose a lot of money very quickly from them. So I would not recommend holding them long term unless you have tons of money, but these are some ideas of what the futures can do. So the profits are taxed differently. They're taxed 60% long-term capital gains and 40% short-term capital gains. And this is going to make you a huge difference at the end of the year. And I'm going to show you in the next slide what monetary difference this is going to be. And just at the bottom, I said it's maximum leverage. For every, I think it's 1 point move in the ES, you get $50. So that is pretty quick to make or lose money. And you can also lose everything in your account with futures. There's no set stop for it. So you can go broke trading futures, which is very scary. But if you're great at it, if you're disciplined, you can save a lot of money when tax season comes. So here's an example of futures versus options and stock profit. So if you are trading, let me just move this down here. If you're trading futures and you make $5,000, you're going to be taxed very differently than if you traded stocks or options and you made $5,000. So right now we're making the same amount, 5,000 gain, 5,000 gain. So you're selling it and it's within a year for stock and options, meaning you're going to hit the largest tax bracket or the largest tax amount because you have short-term capital gains, and that will be around 28%, and that is the middle of the tax bracket. You could be in the 10% range or the 39% range is the highest, I think. So within that range, straight up, you're going to pay $1,400 for taxes on that one trade you did and made $5,000. So it's a deep cut to give that much money back. And if you're not prepared at the next, when tax season comes, you're going to have to be giving a lot of money away that you may not have or you may not be ready to give away. So instead of giving all that money away at the end of the year when tax season comes, you can be ready to give less away by getting into this 60-40%. So 40% of your gain is going to be taxed at the short-term capital gain tax rate, 28% or more or less. And the 60% long-term tax range is going to be 60% of your gain. So sorry, the long-term tax rate of 15% is going to be 60% of your $5,000 gain. So we're splitting up that $5,000 gain into long-term and short-term tax rates. And what this does is it drops your taxes due on this trade to $1,100. That is $300 less than you would have owed, which is a 20% drop in your taxes. 20% is huge. You would love to make a 20% trade. So this is very good if you can handle trading futures. So you can save 21% on certain trades. And I think this is a great way to do it. We want to keep more money to ourselves. We don't want to lose money. Losing money to the tax man is another way that people don't realize they're losing it. So we're going to go on to the next slide where we talk about the best way to save money. This is the way you save most of your profits. So here we are. This is the best way to keep your profits. This is called trader status. And you don't have to form a company to get it. You just have to prove a couple things, and the government will let you write off expenses and stuff. So gain trader status is my second best way to save your money. Keep it from the government. So why would we get the trader status? Well, just like a business, we can pass through taxes, which means that when the revenue you make, you can subtract your expenses and only get taxed on whatever's left over. So we call that net income. So your net income is the only thing that gets taxed. And ways to get this status is you have to show you trade regularly. You can't just trade for a month, take a vacation, trade for another month, take a vacation, because you're only going to get that status if you're trading regularly. So if you ever get audited, they will look at your trades, and you have to prove you trade a couple times a week, maybe once a day, but you have to prove that you are a day trader. And the last way to get this status is you have to make money. You have to be profitable, and they don't consider it a business or give you the status if you're not profitable. So if you're just losing money, it's more of a hobby in the government's eyes. So trader status, number one way to keep your money and have more of it at the end of the day. So here's a perfect scenario of someone who does have the status and someone just trading without filing any expenses. So basically someone who's treating it as a business and someone who is just doing it as a hobby or doesn't really understand how they can save money from having trader status. So if you're making 40 grand trading a year, if you do not have status, you will have to pay 28% of that straight up in taxes. So that's $11,200. And that is a large amount of money. Like I said, when tax season comes, it can be shocking to know that you owe that much, and you have to be ready to pay it when the time comes. So you want to have the least amount possible so you're not coming into this huge check every year that you have to throw cash at. And when we come over here to trader status, we see that our revenue still the same. It's $40,000. But if you are treating it like a business and you're buying things to day trade or you're learning, you're buying courses, if you're spending $20,000, you can even take off parts of your rent, parts of your house. You can say that money's going towards this business. If we're spending 20 grand, we're only getting taxed on the last 20 grand, the net income. So revenue minus expenses, net income. And that means that we're only getting taxed at half of what we could have been taxed at. So that means we're saving 50% of what we could have been taxed with. And at the end of the year, you're only paying $5,600 now. Let's say you spent 40 grand on learning and house stuff, internet, all that, coffee shops, and let's say you made no money. That's what you're claiming to the government. You wouldn't have to pay any taxes. So instead of 11,000, you pay 0. And that's very possible with some people. You could take vacations, go to Mexico for a conference, write that off. As long as you're trading every week, showing that you're a consistent pattern day trader, you can save a lot of money. So here's my little secret, my 2 little secrets to saving money. And I hope you enjoyed this. This is Matt, and if you want to hear any videos or get any company overviews, shoot me a message. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this, and hopefully you learned something as well.